Good morning, students. Welcome back to Geography online class. So today's portion, the revision portion is Unit 3, Atmosphere. Okay. First, choose the best answer. Dash is the most important gas for the survival of living organism. So, which is the most important gas for living organism? That is oxygen. Next, the lowest layer of atmosphere is dash, troposphere. Third one, dash reflects radio waves, mesosphere. Next, the average global surface temperature is dash, 13 degree Celsius. Next one, the process of change of state of water from gaseous to liquid state is called dash, that is condensation. Next, sixth one, the dash is the chief energy source of the earth, that is sun. Seventh one, all types of clouds are found in the dash, that is troposphere. Eighth one, dash clouds are called sheep clouds, altocumulus. Okay. Next, ninth one, the monsoons are dash, periodic winds. Next, 10th question, dew in the form of ice crystal is called dash, frost. Dash is called the eye of the storm, or dash is called the eye of the cyclone, that is pressure. Next, the vertical movement of air is called dash, air current. Okay. Next, match the following. Meteorology. What do you know about this meteorology? It is the study of weather. Climatology, study of climate. Okay. Next, anemometer, wind speed. This is an instrument used to measure wind speed. Next, wind vane, direction of wind. Mary's tail, cirrus. Leeward side, rain shadow region. Willy Willy, Australia. Okay. Next one, define atmosphere. Define atmosphere. So, atmosphere is a mixture of gases, water vapor and dust particles in different proportions. Okay, define atmosphere. Atmosphere is one more point. The blanket of air that surrounds the earth is called the atmosphere. So, the blanket of air that surrounds the earth is called the atmosphere. It is held close to the earth by gravitational attraction. So, atmosphere is a mixture of gases, water vapor and dust particle in different proportion. Next, second question, name the different atmospheric layer. What are the different atmospheric layer? The 5 atmospheric layers are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. Next one, mention the factors that affect the climate. Mention the factors that affect the climate. Factors that influence weather and climate are distance from the equator, altitude, nearness to the sea, nature of the prevailing winds, mountain barrier, cloud cover, ocean current, natural vegetation. Okay. Next one, write short note on lapse rate. Write short note on lapse rate. Then I ask you to study from the guide, isn't it? Lapse rate is the rate at which Earth's atmospheric temperature decreases with an increase in altitude or increases with the decrease in altitude. Lapse rate arises from the word lapse in the sense of a gradual change. Next question. What are the processes responsible for heating the atmosphere? That also from the guide. Some of the processes that are responsible for atmospheric heat are radiation, conduction, convection, and advection. Okay. Next one. Name the planetary wind system of the Earth. Name the planetary wind system of the Earth. That one. Planetary wind, they are winds which constantly blow in the same direction throughout the year are called the planetary winds. They are also called as permanent winds or the prevailing winds. Okay. So this planetary wind is also called as permanent winds or prevailing winds. Next one, write short note on trade winds, roaring frontiers. Trade winds and roaring frontiers. Trade wind. Trade wind blow from the subtropical high pressure belt to the equatorial low pressure belt in both the hemisphere. They blow with great regularity, force and in a constant direction throughout the year. These winds are very helpful to traders, hence called trade winds. And also one more question, roaring frontiers. It is known as this roaring frontiers. The velocity of westerlies becomes so vigorous and fast we call roaring frontiers at 40 degree. Furious 50s at 50 degree and screaming 60s at 60 degree latitudes. Okay. Next one, how are clouds formed? How are clouds formed? This also you want to learn from the guide. So, clouds, cool moisture laden air gets collected around particles like dust, salt content from the sea, smoke, etc. and forms cloud. Sometimes mixing of warmer and cooler air also produces clouds. A visible mass of condensed water vapor floating in the air above the ground level is called a cloud. Okay. Next, what are the different types of rainfall? What are the different types of rainfall? There are different types of rainfall. What are they? They are this rainfall. There are three types of rainfall. They are convectional rainfall, frontal or cyclonic rainfall, orographic rainfall. Next question. What is precipitation? What are the different forms of precipitation? What is precipitation? What are the different forms of precipitation? Falling down of condensed water vapor in different forms is called precipitation. So, when the dew point is reached in the cloud, water droplets become saturated and started to fall. The main form of precipitation include drizzle, rain, sleet, snow, hail, etc. Okay. Next, 11th. Write short note on drizzle, sleet, heat, rain, snow. Drizzle. Falling of numerous uniform minute droplet of water with a diameter of less than 0.5 mm is called drizzle from low clouds. Rain. Rain is the most widespread and important form of precipitation in places having temperature above the freezing point. Sleet. Sleet refers to a precipitation in the form of pellets made up of transparent and translucent ice. Snow. Snow is formed when condensation occurs below freezing point. It is the precipitation of opaque and semi-opaque ice crystal. Hail. Hails are chunks of ice falling from the sky during a rainstorm or thunderstorm. Hailstones are a form of solid precipitation where small pieces of ice fall downwards. Okay. Next, how are cyclones classified? How are cyclones classified? Here, cyclones are centers of low pressure the cyclones can be classified into three. They are tropical cyclone, temperate cyclone, extratropical cyclone. Okay. Next, give reason. That also 5 questions from the guide only want to study. The first one, cyclones cause huge loss of life and property. Here, a tropical cyclone is rapidly rotating storm system. It is characterized by a low pressure center, a closed low level atmospheric circulation, strong winds, and a spiral arrangement of thunderstorms that produce heavy rains. Very strong winds may damage installation, dwellings, communication system, trees, etc. Therefore, it results in loss of life and property. Heavy prolonged rains due to cyclones may cause river floods and submersions of low-lying areas of rain, causing loss of life and property. Okay. Next, cloudy days are warmer than cloudless days. Clouds reflect a large amount of radiation from the sun. This prevents the entry of heat to the Earth's surface. So, in areas generally of cloudless skies like the desert, temperature is very high. On the other hand, under cloudy sky, the temperature is low. Fog is dangerous for traffic. Why? Because fog is a thick cloud of tiny water droplets suspended in the atmosphere at or near the Earth's surface. It obscures or restricts visibility to a greater extent than mist. It strictly reduces visibility to below 1 kilometer. Many lives are lost each year worldwide from accidents involving fog conditions on the highways, including multiple vehicle pollution. The aviation travel industry is affected by the severity of fog condition. Next one, convectional rainfall is also called 4 o'clock rainfall. Why? Because in the equatorial regions, conventional rainfall is received almost daily in the afternoon. It generally happens regularly at 4 p.m. throughout the year. For this reason, it is called 4 o'clock rainfall. This type of rain is common in the hot and wet tropical rainforest of Central Africa, that is Amazon basin of South America and the island of Southeast Asia. Continuous heating of the earth in the day causes hot conventional current to rise. Water keeps on evaporating and rising up. On reaching the upper layers of the atmosphere, they cool, condense and form cumulonimbus cloud. In the late afternoon, the cloud bursts into a heavy downpour, often accompanied by thunder and lightning. It usually occurs at about 4 p.m. So, convectional rain is called 4 o'clock rain and occurs daily in the equatorial region. Okay. Next, polar, easterlies and cold and dry. Why it is so? The polar easterlies are the dry, cold prevailing winds that blow from the high pressure area of the polar hive at the north and south pole towards low pressure area within the westerlies at high latitudes. When air moves near the poles, cold temperature shrinks the air. These are weak wind flowing from northeast direction in the northern hemisphere and southeast direction in the southern hemisphere. Okay, so we can see in the next class. Thank you, students.